What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, and I'm back at y'all with another one. So, two-division world champion, former unified lightweight, reigning WBO junior welterweight world champion, superstar boxer, Teofimo Lopez, who is 23 wins, 22 wins, 1 loss, no draws, 13 wins by way of knockout, is clapping back and pushing back, particularly at black media, for criticizing him and critiquing him and complaining about him going on racist rants towards black people. You are offending black people outside the sport of boxing. You are offending the ancestors that sacrifice for you to be in the position that you're in as a minority. There's no games in you using the Nigger word continuously or calling black people monkeys and using banana references. There's no place for that. It's called ignorance. For you as a minority to be in a position that you're listening to people around you, and I'm going to say it, call a spade, that are ignorant. You need to surround yourself with people that are educated to help elevate you and your future with your children. So you calling Terrence Crawford and Tank Davis monkeys and calling Terrence Crawford the Nigger word and then trying to cover it up by saying you didn't say Nigger, you said liquor. Now you are insulting the intelligence of black people. That just goes to show how you think we think. So now he's saying to the black media, if you think he's racist, don't give him a handshake and don't ask for an interview. No problem. That don't make you less ignorant. As a matter of fact, it's going to destroy your brand because the black athlete in the sport of boxing built the sport of boxing. The black people in general, the black community, paved the way for you to make money to help your father and your family and your children in the sport of boxing. They paid with the ultimate sacrifices, some with their life, no money, blackball, so that you as a minority, because if you go back in history, they don't look at you no different than an Nigger, Teofimo Lopez. So while you saying that you trying to use it as promotion, we looking at you as you ignorant. There is no promotion. Nobody's looking at you and clapping, except other ignorant people that are high-fiving and chest bumping with their pom-poms out. They're just happy to be in your presence because you are quote-unquote a celebrity status in the sport of boxing. They don't love you, brother. They don't love you. Anybody around you that's applauding that and not telling you and correcting you, they don't love you, brother. And keep in mind, when you throw boomerangs in the dark, they always come back. You might not just see it. And what I mean by that is this. The boomerang, when you throw it in the dark, it may not hit you. You could duck the boomerang, stand up and laugh, but it's going to hit somebody you love behind you. You best believe that boomerang is going to connect on somebody. It may not be you. That's how the universe corrects itself. So just because you throw a boomerang in the dark and you was able to sense it and weave it, your man in the back, your family member in the back, your people in the back, somebody you love in the back, gonna get hit. So educate yourself. Apologize. Stop being ignorant. You don't have to use race as a way to promote fights. If you feel like that's your only way to be seen and heard in the sport of boxing other than your talent, then you're in the wrong place to begin with. You see, Shakur Stevenson don't have to call Ukrainians or Mexicans or anybody else outside of their race, outside of the black community, anything other than his next opponent. Devin Haney don't have to call nobody outside of his community anything other than his next opponent. Tank Davis ain't got to call nobody outside of his community to be considered a big deal, a face of boxing, other than his opponent. It's the only thing they have to call you my next opponent. They ain't gotta degrade their race and their community to get attention, to join the circus and be a clown show. You see, you letting people on these platforms that are just happy that you invite them into their circus, into their circle, into your circle, because nobody else allows them into their circle. So you make them feel like they somebody, so they agree with you. Because you somebody in the sport of boxing. So they agree with you. That don't mean they love you. That just means they're using you as a stair step. Believe it. To the next floor. And you don't exist on the next floor. So guess what? When your downfall comes, it's going to come hard. Because everything you think is all fun and games, disrespecting the community that paved the way for you to be where you at, the ancestors going to come to collect, bro. So while you telling black media, don't ask for interviews, no problem. You telling black media, don't shake your hand, no problem. Alienating the black community in the sport of boxing, you think, see, they have created this narrative, this false narrative to make you believe that Latinos run the sport of boxing. They don't. They don't. They never have. The black community runs the sport of boxing. It always has. They try to tell you the black fighter don't sell. Go and Google the highest paid sellers in the sport of boxing in their eras. Nobody makes more money than Floyd Mayweather in his era. Right now, you have so many fighters that make massive amounts of money that's black from the black community. It's not even funny. The scale is not even. From the UK to the United States. It's not even. In the UK, Anthony Joshua is the highest grosser. In the States, right now, Canelo's the highest grosser, but he was in Floyd Mayweather era. Floyd Mayweather directly passed him the baton. He was on Floyd Mayweather's undercard. Keep that in mind. Roy Jones, Sugar Ray Leonard, Lennox Lewis, Mike Tyson. The list goes on and on. So it's always been that way. But to try to knock the black athlete off the pedestal because everybody else is asking when their turn. Remember Paulie Malignaggi said that every race has a turn in the sport of boxing. It's just the Eastern European style turn. That's a lie. The black boxer in the sport of boxing has always ruled the sport of boxing. Point blank and period. Terrence Crawford, the baton is always being passed to one another. That's it. We're running a race against each other. That's all. It's just the fact that it's the machine is trying its best to deter people and try to convince people that that's not the case. Nobody was selling more than Mike Tyson. Nobody was selling more than Floyd Mayweather. So they came up with a notion and a narrative that black versus black don't sell. See, they used to tell you that black fighters don't sell. Now there's a new agenda that black versus black don't sell. So they try to use Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford fight. See, it only did 750,000, but Ryan and Tank did 1.1 million. Well, when you put a Mexican fighter, Canelo Alvarez, against Caleb Plant, a Caucasian fighter, it did about 700,000 pay-per-view buys. Or 750, about the same. So it's safe to say that Canelo Alvarez, Terrence Crawford wasn't considered the face of boxing. Neither was Errol Spence. So you put the face of boxing in Canelo versus a Caucasian fighter, and they did the same numbers. So I thought that black fighters don't sell, black versus black. Same thing, same numbers, right? So here's the thing. They want to convince you that this is the case, but it's not the case. So Teofimo Lopez, alienate the black community, you think, because they are trying to train you to believe that the black athlete status and power has dwindled and the Latino had taken over. Believe that if you want to, and you're going to find out the hard way. So guess what? We ain't got to interview you. We ain't got to dap you up. Don't claim the culture either. Don't dress like us. Don't dance like us. Don't adopt the culture. If you want to part yourself from the community and separate yourself, do it all the way. Don't adapt nothing from the culture. As a matter of fact, the cell phone that you use to send out the message, a black person created it. Keep that in mind. And that's all I got for y'all. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. It's your boy Blue signing off. I'm gone. Peace.